What's up guys, MrGimms back again for another special DBD upload on some DBD news. Obviously if you didn't catch it, there's a dev stream, not a Q&A thing that happened earlier tonight. Also apologies for not streaming this evening. I was just feeling really sick, I had a headache and it was turning into a migraine and yada yada yada, you get it. I felt like shit. I'm just burnt out at the moment, but I'm all good. I'm feeling a lot better, but I had to make this video on the side to respond to the dev, get to know the devs stream, I guess, get to know some of the people, and two of them were fog whisperers or whatever. I don't know, I don't get it either. But the point is they all of a sudden at the start of the stream dropped this.
So around the campfire is not a Q&A. They're not replacing the Q&As, but they are to play the game, getting to know some people of the team and fog whisperers. So we're gonna be watching the chat for questions, and I have a few news before we start. So we have received a lot of feedback on the PTB about the UI that was highlighting accessibility concern, notably for our colorblind players. While we're not forgetting other accessibility issues, we do want to address the colorblind feedback. First off, we're working on improving the new UI for colorblind players in time for the mid-chapter release. But this feedback also brought up the larger discussion about colorblind mode. We had originally planned to announce this in the upcoming month, but we want to take some time today to show you that what we've been working on in the last few months. Like, are we showing it now? Ooh, okay. Awesome.
So basically this comes off the heels of Almo's video that's been going around. He's one of the developers of Dead by Daylight. He doesn't run behavior. He's one of the developers of Dead by Daylight. I need to always say that. For some reason everyone thinks Almo's in charge. It's weird. Don't understand. But basically he said, I'm just gonna roll the clip and this is what he said on stream.
All right, JC, it's getting really boring just blabbing about colorblind mode all the time. We've heard it a million times. We know. Continuing to badger us about it isn't going to change anything. If it gets done, it'll get done when we have time to do it, or if somebody decides that it's something that should be done. You know, we know that a lot of players want it. We know it's not a small number. We get it.
What people have to understand is, and I'm going to probably get criticism like I did in my last video about this, is he doesn't run the company. He doesn't run behavior. Now, did a lot of people are interpreting how he said it is he's sort of just smug, he's not happy, he's sick of being berated by this. And as a content creator myself with an audience, you know, a medium-sized, small audience, whatever you want to call it, you know, it does get frustrating sometimes having the same thing brought up all the time, or being put down and, you know, just beaten down on stream. I mean, I could understand that from his side of things. Also the fact that, you know, it's his downtime and he probably just wants to play the game, and he's probably proud of some of the things that he's done in the game, and all of that totally makes sense to me as well. The colorblind mode, he's getting sick of it, you know, the constant questions, and this is where it gets interesting, and I'd like to bring this to everyone's attention. Obviously he's allowed to say things and he's not allowed to say other things. You know, there's a certain leadway he'd be given, but to a point he can't announce new things. Now, to me, I interpreted this a little bit different from other people, other content creators as well. I interpreted it as, I think he knew the color mode was coming. Dare I say, I think he's known it's coming for a long time. And I have backup of this theory as well, but he obviously, you know, if I was in his position and maybe I had a stake in the company or whatever, or, you know, I had some sort of part ownership or whatever, I would have just turned around and said, you know, we are working on a colorblind mode. It's in the background. It's happening right now. But I don't think he was allowed to say it, and I think that's why he was a little bit sort of nonchalant, a little bit getting bored with it. Because yeah, he probably knows in the background, yeah, behavior, we are working on a colorblind mode, but he's not allowed to say it. But this further begs the question, why didn't behavior just say it? Why didn't behavior just all along say, we are working on a colorblind mode, ever since the aura changes to gens and all that. Do you guys remember the aura damage in the game for that month that was just in the game and we all hated it? I think they've been at it since then. So here are some examples of what they're doing. They showed it on the stream, and they also provided pictures on their, on their official Twitter. And yeah, it looks awesome. You got all the sorts of different modes. I'm not too well versed in colorblind mode. I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't really know the differences or anything like that. I haven't looked too much into it because I'm not colorblind. But this is a cool thing. This is cool. This is great. They've been working on something for a while. Possibly months, I reckon. But yeah, it's all good. They got different auras and everything like that now. They got the different colors. They got I actually like what the orange one looks like personally. But it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Thank God. Now we're going to have new players coming in the game. That's brilliant. I love it. So I think maybe there's a lot to this. Maybe a lot we're never going to know. That's just the way things work. But I honestly think Almo was like, fuck this, man. I know there's shit going on in the back, but I'm not allowed to say anything. And he's also at the same time, it's a double-edged sword, you see. He's pissed off. Because he's like, behavior, can you get this shit off my case? You could just right now, say something, and I'm in all the clear. You know what I mean? But it's poor communication, and this is why I made the video, because it's another example of that poor communication. So yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off with that. It's just around and round we go. Do you know what I mean? And there's a load of other things that, give evidence as to why this was all of a sudden just, announced. Jericho covered it in his video. You can go and check it out if you want to go deep into it. But basically somebody from the colorblind community, I'm pretty sure, with a following of 75k-ish, sort of tweeted at Dead by Daylight and said, hey, why isn't, there a colorblind mode? It's really sad to see this video from Almo, the video that I've just shown. And, he sort of directly, asks behavior, and then they responded, and you guys can go check out Terrico's video for all that. Yeah, it's all there. But basically, all of a sudden, an hour before stream, they do that announcement and show that footage. So, I don't know, man. I just think we're up and down, and I think but you can tell there's just, we all know there's no communication within the company. For whatever reason, departments don't talk to each other, and this is just further evidence of that. And that's my honest belief anyway. In other news, we've got the Gideon meat plant changes, obviously from the PTB that were, fairly dark, those, the map in general. And then, yeah, here we just got some examples and things like that. And yeah, it looks good. They brighten it up. Sweet. Thanks. Awesome. Brilliant. And that's pretty much all I got for you today. I just thought I'd better make a video because this is just definitely another feather in the cap. It does show that the communication and behavior is definitely just not on par. No one's talking to each other. It's positive vibes. It's like DBD's Twitter, right? No, I look at that clip now and I honestly think to myself, he's pissed. Not at us. He's pissed mostly at behavior. It totally makes sense, man. But that's just my theory. This is one man's opinion. You don't have to agree. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please. 54% of you aren't subscribed who actively view the channel. Please hit that subscribe button. It'll really help us out. We are on the push to 5k and I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, sorry I didn't stream tonight. I was not feeling good. My head is feeling much better now because I've chilled out all night. But I will see you guys tomorrow night for the stream. And we've got some other news coming up soon. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.
In the last few months, like